Hey guys, it's Heather from therawbuzz.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about my health experience, my health journey, and everything I've been through, and how far I've come from 3 years ago till today. Just a total transformation in my mind, my body, my entire being, and my lifestyle. So I'm going to go back from when I was a little girl at around the age of 3. I had to get a bladder surgery done. Basically, my tubes connecting to my bladder from my kidney were like misaligned, and there's problems with them. The urine was going straight back up into my kidneys, and that was causing a lot of problems, and I ended up having a really high fever and seizures because of it. So they realigned it, but afterwards I still kept getting urinary tract infections. And these urinary tract infections happened for a couple years, like 13 years or more. They got really bad in middle school, where it became to the point where I had to quit karate. I had to just stop doing things I liked because I was in so much pain. I couldn't go and see my friends at some points. So, and then UTIs. I would get a UTI once a month. Seemed to pretty much at least once a month. So I would get all these pills, and these pills would cure my UTI for the moment, but then they'd end up screwing with my yeast balance, and I'd get a yeast overgrowth, and then I'd get a yeast infection, and then I'd need to take pills for those yeast infections, and then my immune system was so shitty that I ended up getting sick, and so I needed to take pills for like colds or whatever sickness I got, and it was just a vicious cycle. And I would take and then I ended up taking like this pill, very low dose of antibiotics to try to stop my UTIs, but that didn't work. I tried everything. I tried this cranberry extract that's this white powder. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I would put that in my water, and that kind of helped, and my suspicion as to why it helped was just because I was drinking more water. And yeah, I tried the low dose medication. My acne started getting pretty bad around high school too. I can show you a picture, which is the only picture I have where I'm not wearing makeup and that I haven't deleted. It's the only one I found, and I found that because I found an old memory card in our house that had old pictures on it that I didn't get to delete, so I'll show you a picture of that. But I had acne on the side of my face, right here. I had on my forehead. I had it on my arms, my chest, my back. And sometimes I'd get it on my neck. Actually, no, I had it pretty often on my neck. I also had it on my scalp. I don't know if you can see, but I still have some scarring that hasn't gone away. But it's gotten much better, which is good. So, I mean, I would just try to cover up my whole face in high school with all sorts of foundations, and I would never want anyone to see me without makeup. So I'd put that on my skin, be super conceited, and that would just make my acne way worse. I had really low self-esteem because of that. And you feel gross. You feel really gross when you have a lot of acne. Really gross. And then for my acne, I tried all sorts of creams. I really would this would be my routine. I would scrub my face in the shower, try to get off everything. I felt so gross. Put on cleanser, get out of the shower, put on a toner, and then put on moisturizer because my face felt so dry from the hell I just put it through. And then I would throw on my makeup and then take it off, and of course that made my skin really bad, even worse. And I just tried all sorts of different cleansers. Nothing worked. I was getting to the point where I wanted to go on heavy medication, but I thought, no, I shouldn't do that. I was also underweight in high school. It got pretty bad. the foods I ate, I would only eat like a small portion, and I would think that that's a lot of food. Like, I'll give you a rough example of things I ate. So for breakfast, I would have, and this was when I was trying to eat healthier, for breakfast I would have, oatmeal with eggs and maybe some cheese or something. And then for lunch, I would have like a big salad or a big sandwich. And then for dinner, I'd have, I don't know, pasta or a hummus sandwich or whatever. And then during the day, I'd snack on like granola bars or some fruit or something. And I worked it out, and I was only getting about 1,200 calories a day, 1,500 if I was lucky. And I really couldn't eat. Like, I had an under-eating problem just because I'd never felt hungry. And I think that was because I was chronically dehydrated, and that was just this nasty cycle where I got down to about 95 pounds. And I was just feeling weak all the time, depressed. This went on for probably since the beginning of high school to around the end of high school. I also had, constipation, which I don't like talking about. And I had Irritable Bowel Syndrome, which is basically inflammation of the bowels, and it causes a lot of discomfort. And that's, again, due to dehydration and constipation and all that lovely stuff. But, so yeah, and I was pretty miserable person around that time. I lost a lot of friends because I didn't really want to hang out with anyone. I had a gastroenterologist really try to just diagnose me, and they gave me, again, some pills to take for the pain. But that's really silly because IBS, quite honestly, is so easily curable. I was trying to eat healthier. I was a vegetarian prior to that for 5 years, but of course, vegetarian doesn't mean healthy. What I did was I looked online, and I was researching, and I was trying to find stuff, and I was just always submerging in diet and health. And we had Netflix, so I looked on Netflix one day, and I saw this really cool documentary, Garrison Therapy, Garrison Diet, something like that. And basically what that was saying that you could prevent cancer. You could cure cancer. You could cure cancer and prevent cancer by going on a raw food diet. And I was like, geez, well, damn. I had no idea that you could prevent cancer and cure cancer when they're putting millions of dollars, billions of dollars into trying to cure cancer. But you could just do it so simply with changing your diet. And I was like, that makes so much sense. Raw food is a biological diet for humans. And these were my thoughts at the time. And just, I was blown away by the documentary because I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. And then I watched some David Wolf videos online. And I was like, well, this guy's using a lot of supplements. That seems expensive. So, I was looking more and more, and I saw Durian Ryder's videos, and I also saw a Life Regenerator video, and the Life Regenerator was like, yeah, I eat a watermelon, and then I go on a hike. And I was like, you eat a whole watermelon for breakfast? That's crazy. And then I was looking at David Wolf's videos, and I was like, he eats so many supplements, that's crazy. So I was researching Durian Ryder or David Wolf, two different ones, seeing which one made more sense. And I was like, well, Harley seems to have a lot of good valid points, and his seems to be much more practical than all the supplements. So I spent some time on 30 Bananas a day, researching, reading, posting, trying to get support. And what I did was, when I found out about 80-10-10 or fruit, I started right away. I was like, yeah, let's get this on. So I had all the food. In the beginning, it was really easy. to incorporate into my diet. So when I started doing it, it took me probably 3 months to get a good 100% grasp on it. And when I first started it, I was like, oh, this stuff kind of, it tastes amazing, but I have to eat so much. So what I did, I blended like 4 pounds of grapes in the Vitamix and made this like grape juice smoothie type thing. And I sat there and I was drinking, and it took me so long to drink it because I'm coming from somewhere where I would only eat a little tiny portion of food and be stuffed. And I felt like really sick eating that much food too. And I would like complain. I'd be like, why do I feel so sick, blah, blah, blah. But I felt amazing. I had much more energy, and I just felt so much more mental clarity. And I was able to do things. I was able to put myself out there and actually be able to get my GED. Eating raw food, a few things happened. I started feeling really better, really happy, really alive. My mom was like, oh my God, you're going to eat that much food? But she was very supportive because she knew how sick I was and she wanted me to get better. She didn't show her skepticism. She was very supportive of me. She thought this was like, oh, a fad diet will go off for a while, but no, I stuck with it. And it was very easy because I was eating enough calories. So as long as I kept my calories to, at this point, 1 year ago, it was 3,500 because my body was so hungry for food that was what I needed to stop my cravings. I need less now, but that was what I needed back then. I'm now 125 pounds. I was 95 pounds, so I've gained, a good amount of weight, and I'm happy because I definitely feel healthy, and I'm always excited when I see my weight going up, but the past, half year, it's stabilized. So if you see my medical, you see my weight drop, and then when I started going raw, it started going up, 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 and then it stabilized. So I'm at my healthy weight right now. I've definitely come a far way. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, however long, I was depressed, sad, sick, but after that amount of time, I can honestly say that I do not want to go back there at all. So thank you all for watching. This has been a video from Heather, and I hope you guys enjoy. Peace.